Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to take you with me while I make dinner. I'm making this meat for my husband, and then my daughter and I are going to have these dumplings with some sauce, and then we'll be having this rice with broccoli and some mashed potatoes. All right, there are the potatoes. Now I'm going to chop up some of these broccolis. You just want to cut them up as best you can. This is one-handed, so it's a little challenging. All right, now that we have all of our broccoli cut up, we are going to cut the meat because that's a big piece for my husband and my son. So I'm just going to cut a little piece off of that for both of them and then put the rest away. All right, so now that we have our meat cut in half, I'm just going to season it with some garlic salt and pepper. All right, so after I season it, I am just going to give it like a gentle rub to kind of just put the seasoning into the meat and kind of tenderize it. After that, we are going to put it on the smoker outside. All right, now that we got that done, we are going to take this outside. This is actually a Traeger. Just gonna set that there. Put these on the grill there. Shut it, and then I'm gonna give it a start and we'll watch it go. So I got this plugged in here. Now I'm going to flip the switch to on and just put it to the low setting there. And then here in a minute, it should start to smoke. All right, so I ended up turning this up all the way so that the meat gets seared on both sides. And it is starting to smoke a little bit there. Now that we got this going, we're gonna head back inside to finish up the rest of dinner. I went ahead and put some water in this pot here. I'm gonna turn the stove on to high so that it can come to a boil. I'm just gonna add these potatoes into the water now. Now we are preparing our rice-a-roni. You have to put, as always, follow the directions. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of butter, 2.5 cups of water. I do have my water here. This is 1 cup, but we'll add what we need. And we're going to get this into the pan. All right. 1, 2. We're going to melt that down just a little bit before we add our rice. Here we go. I'm just going to mix the butter around in the pan a little bit. Then we're going to add the rice after we take out the package. And then you add the rice and you just stir it up. Basically, you just fry this for a little bit first. Then you add your water to the mixture. There we go. We're going to add our water. And it says to slowly stir it in the water, bring it to a boil. All right, so now that our the water is boiling, we're going to cover it. I'm going to turn this one in the back here on low and just put it back on the back burner for 15 minutes. So we are outside now. We're going to flip the meat over. You hear that sizzle? Yeah, buddy. There we go, flipping it. All right, back inside, we are going to start our dumplings. First, we're going to start off by reading the instructions. To see what it needs, we are going to heat the skillet on a medium-high heat. Add 2 tablespoons of oil. We're going to fry them for 1 to 2 minutes on each side until golden. Here we go. So this is going to be our first time trying these. I cut it open. It actually smells really, really good. Really good. But that is what they are. Look at those potatoes just boiling. All right, our oil looks like it is about done, nice and hot to start frying. And there we go, we've got them in the oil. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can down there at once because they're supposed to fry them for 2 minutes on each side. So I'm gonna do that the best I can here. Some of them did stick together, so, but they smell really good, so that's nice. Can't wait to try them. There we go. Frying away. All right, so we've got them flipped over. They are nice and brown. The potatoes are done, so I'm gonna take these out and drain them. And then we're gonna add the cheesy seasonings to the rice, and we're gonna add our broccoli to our rice. All right, so we're just gonna stir this all into the rice. And now we're gonna add our broccoli flowers. We just want those to cook down a little bit before serving. It is smelling so delicious in here with everything we got going on. Wish you guys could smell this. Yummy goodness. All right, we are back to get our meat off the grill. I'm just gonna turn that all the way down and turn it off. Open that. Get these out of here. Look at that. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna take these off of the burner because they're done. So I'm just gonna turn that off there. All right, so I did wash these off here. I'm just gonna use them to get these out before they burn. Place them onto the napkin. So I decided to add some rosemary to my mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this up, and then I will start to process the potatoes, get them all mashed up and ready to eat. I'm gonna put some of this sauce in this pot here to kind of get it warm and heat it up to put over our vegan food, whatever these are. All right, I added some butter and some rosemary, and I'm gonna add some milk. Just a little bit of milk there. This is a giant pot. I didn't notice how big it was when I was making the potatoes, but it is huge for that teeny tiny amount of potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and mash these up now. We've got our sauce going. Our rice is just about done. Our dumplings are done, and the meat is done. Here we got our mashed potatoes. I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of like mine more chunky than mushy. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this a little bit here. And then kind of just leave it probably. There we go, that is the mashed potatoes. And there we go, dinner is done. We have the rice, the mashed potatoes, the steak, and the dumplings. Here we go. My husband already took 2 bites of his steak, and he likes it. There we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me while I make dinner for my family. I hope you guys have a lovely evening.